Hey Andre, why did you want me to come out here? What's going on, dude?
Well, dude, time has come. I made a decision. I want to get a new truck and I want to trade this in.
No.
Yes.
That was my fake surprise.
Yes, no, I do. I mean, it's been a year and a half. I mean, I've done a lot with this truck. Taken it on trips. I towed with it, drag raced it, went off-road.
Dude,
actually, I did not drag race it.
You don't fit. That's the problem, right? You are a tall person with a tall family, and this truck is just
mid-size.
One size too small. So what are you buying?
I want to show you.
You're not gonna tell me?
No.
You want to surprise me?
It's a surprise. Yes, it's a surprise.
Okay. Are we going to Johnson's?
No. Let's take a ride. It's not as far as Johnson Auto Plaza. It's another place.
All right. I am. Call me intrigued, Andre. All right. And on the way over there, let's talk about why you're getting rid of this bad boy.
All right. Sounds good.
So we're gonna potentially buy a new truck.
Yes.
Or you're gonna buy a new truck.
Yeah. Trade. This is leaving.
Oh hell yeah.
And that's coming.
I'll be your wingman. Let's do it. Andre, take it. We're going to Brighton Ford.
I already said too much, Roman. I'm not gonna tell you.
Are you getting a new one or a used one? At least tell me that.
Nope, nothing. You're not gonna get anything from me about the new truck.
New truck, okay. All right. How about this? Why are you selling this besides the fact that it doesn't have cruise control?
Why do you have to bring that up?
Because it doesn't have cruise control.
Okay.
So seriously, why are you selling this?
So, couple things. First of all, I want to experience more trucks, right? That's one thing. Another thing is, you said it in the very beginning, this truck is a little bit too small for my family. We're planning a New Year's vacation to go skiing, right? We want to go into the mountains of Colorado, and I mean, look behind me. I mean, there's not a lot of space, and you and I are big dudes, and we're almost rubbing elbows in this truck.
I mean, look, it is a mid-sized truck, right? And you are a big family. You just got a dog, so
yes.
It's getting
a small
bigger.
dog.
I know, but
still a dog.
It's still a dog. Yeah, so I get that.
Okay.
I mean, I always wondered why you got a mid-sized truck, to be honest, in the first place.
And this is going to be a theme throughout this video.
Right.
I got a mid-sized truck because I've never had one in my life before. I've had heavy-duty trucks before. I've had full-size trucks before. I've had SUVs before, but I've never had a mid-size. And I've learned. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. So, is this a truck that you had that we're going to go see your eye on for a while, or is? You don't have to tell me what it is. I'm going to be surprised.
Okay.
But is this something that you've had your eye on? Is this something that you've been thinking about for a while? I mean, was this a sudden thing? Because usually I like to know how people come to the decision to actually sell, or in this case, I take it you're trading this.
Trading, yes.
Yeah, trade their car and truck for a new one.
Roman, well, let me answer. So, I have been thinking about this for quite some time.
Okay.
I kind of told myself that I would like a new truck almost every year. And I'm not a normal buyer, right? I mean, we have a YouTube channel. I'm the managing editor of TFL Truck.
Yeah.
And also my wife is giving me a little bit of leash. She's kind of looking the other way.
She's letting you experience different trucks?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes, she is.
At least they're trucks. So you have an open truck marriage.
Yes. She's giving me a little bit more leash.
All right.
And she's like, all right, it's kind of your business. You do you, kind of. So I have been thinking about this. But the world of trucks has changed in the last year and a half since I bought this Colorado. They got more expensive, right? And you know me, I usually love to push the technology piece of it, which is why I bought this truck, which was brand new, all new generation. I was one of the first in Colorado, I believe, to pick this up. This was April of 2023. So I like to be on the leading edge.
Or bleeding edge.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So I take it we're going to go look at the newest, greatest truck in technology.
Well, you'll see.
So Mr. Bleeding Edge, you're saying you may not be bleeding that much today, huh?
No. Well, there will be money spent. Okay. How about that?
All right. Well,
there will be money spent.
All right. Let me throw this into the mix. If, for instance, the deal is not what you like, Okay, you know we have Trailhound and we're done with it, which is our
Ram Cummins.
Yeah, which is our Ram Cummins.
Okay.
It's almost 3 years old now, but it is lifted and it's a mighty truck, Andre. I will be happy to sell that to you at whatever the going rate is right now, and with a TFL discount. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
If this deal turns south,
Wow.
for some reason, you could always, get yourself back in the diesel truck world, because we finished with that, right? It's time to move on.
Okay.
We want to get a new generation of HD. We're not sure yet what that's going to be. We'll probably wait until, the new Cummins come out so we can compare it to the Power Stroke and, of course, to the Duramax. But that truck is probably going to be going, so that might be something that you can keep in the back of your mind so that when you're negotiating with these folks, you've got something else to kind of keep in the back pocket.
Well, thank you, Roman. You bring up a very tempting point because Ram 2500, our Trailhound, it's a big truck.
It's a big truck.
It would fix my space issue.
It would fix your space issue, and it would fix your towing issue because you could tow your boat and then another one behind it.
Yeah, I have a 6,000-pound ski boat.
Yeah.
So you have to keep it in mind. So I'm not buying a Maverick.
Right, I figured that. I figured you're not buying a Maverick or a Santa Cruz. I was pretty much there already.
Okay. So, wow. All right, that's really tempting, Roman. I mean, you really threw a gauntlet. Except, are you going to provide TFL warranty on this Cummins?
I will provide the remainder of the Ram warranty.
You mean 1 month?
I think it's more like
3 months?
3 months, yeah.
You're going to provide 3 months of warranty on this truck.
Yes, we don't do extended warranties at TFL.
But our friends at Granger Motors do.
Yeah, our friends at Granger certainly do. So
Yeah.
you could go. Well, I don't know. Ooh, there you go. That's another one. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, check out Granger in the link below.
No, they do Stellantis vehicles.
I know.
Yes.
I know. Yeah.
Wow. You just threw me for a loop, Roman.
Yeah, we worked that in naturally, didn't we? Actually.
No, it was perfectly natural.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see what you've picked out as your next truck. I see we're heading kind of into Denver, so
We are going into Denver.
that means it could be one of
It could
25
be a
different
Mercedes
dealerships.
dealership, Roman. You never know.
Well, you're gonna get a Mercedes, okay? Last time I checked-
Sprinter?
Yeah, they didn't do a truck, but maybe you could do a Sprinter.
Actually, Sprinters don't tow that much, do they?
No. Are we going to Honda?
No. No, we're not going to a Honda.
Volkswagen?
No.
No. Okay. No Amarok for you, huh?
Nope. No Amarok.
All right.
All right. Let's get there. You'll see it.
Let's play some drive music and let's get there. I'm dying to see what Mr. Smirnov here has come up with for his next.
And this is my money.
Yes, I know it's your money.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying this is not TFL
Right.
project.
Yep.
This is mine.
Yep. Andre, I think I know where we're going.
Did that give it away?
Yeah. This is Mountain States Toyota.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're at the Toyota dealership.
Wait, hold on. I know you're not getting a taco because we just had one, and you could have bought that from the company.
And also, it's midsize.
Yeah.
It's yes.
So you're getting a Tundra? Really? Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's surprising because we owned a Tundra for quite a while.
Yes, we had a 2022 Tundra.
Yes.
But you know what I never have had?
What's that?
I've never had a Toyota truck,
Yeah.
period, personally.
Okay.
And I've also never had a V8.
You're getting a last generation? Is that what you want to get?
Yes!
An old Tundra like that one over there? That one right there?
Actually, the green one.
You're getting an army green old Tundra.
Look at that. I think that's the one. I think that's the only one of them here.
Andre, in a million years, I would have never guessed that you'd be shopping. What year is it?
2021. It's the last year of the V8. Let's go see it.
Yeah, let's go see it.
Let's go see it.
Now you are aware of the fuel economy.
Yes.
Okay,
It's got 13 city,
FPG.
17 highway on a good day.
All right, and you are aware that is a 1,000,000-mile motor, so you may never have to get another truck. All right, let's go look at it. Hey, I'm your wingman. Whatever you want, we'll support.
All right.
It is a good-looking truck. I have to say.
It's nice in the sun, right?
Yeah, I love that color. I believe that was called Army Green, dude.
I think you are correct.
Yeah, that's a really good looking truck. All right, let's go look at it. Andre, I gotta say, you did surprise me. I was expecting, you know, I mean, you had a Ford, you had a Duramax.
I had the Chevy old school, right, 2002 Duramax V8.
Yeah, I thought you were
diesel.
surprised me with an RHO.
No, it's not an RHO.
Because Tim got one?
No, but I don't have 70 grand in my pocket right now.
Well, it looks like it's got new, brand new tires. That's a good sign.
Looks like brand new. By the way, so this is certified pre-owned.
Oh.
I want to learn everything about it.
Okay.
But it's locked?
It's locked.
Well,
yeah.
we'll get the key to it in a second.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it looks all factory, Roman.
Yeah, it's got a cover.
It's got a cover,
Yeah.
hard cover. Look, Toyota branded, Roman.
Oh, this is not good, Andre. First thing I don't like.
Oh God.
What the heck is that? Yeah, Trailhound, dude. Yeah.
Trailhound?
Yeah, did you get a Carfax on this thing?
Yes.
Where did it come out of?
Michigan.
Was there a damage report?
It said minor damage, but it didn't say what type of damage.
Well, we got some damage. We can see the
But it's
damage.
also certified pre-owned.
Well, it doesn't mean that they fixed the damage.
No, it doesn't.
But this rust is really worrisome.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No, I wouldn't want to tow with that.
Well, I don't like what else that means.
Look at that.
On the spring?
No, just the bolt is all rusted. The spring is also rusty. Like body damage, if it's minor, it's
Well, a little bumper scratch.
it's not a big deal. It's a truck, right? But rust, dude. Yeah, I would not. Personally, I wouldn't do rust. I just think, you know, that's something that's hard to get past. And the question, of course, is I don't know if that's a factory hitch or if that's an aftermarket hitch.
Well, why would it be aftermarket?
Yeah, that is. Look on the side. That looks like it's been sitting in water almost. When you looked underneath,
Yeah, I've looked everywhere.
there's rust, Andre.
Remember my brand new F-150 hybrid had rust.
Yeah, but this is Midwest rust. Well, let's take it for a ride. Once you get the salesman, we'll take it for a ride.
Hey Hunter, good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Andre.
Thanks for taking my call. I called you earlier today, and then just got here, you know, pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused about something, because it says on the window there, well, gold certified.
Yeah.
That's really nice. But it also says no dealer warranty. So
Correct.
how does that work?
So the way that works is Toyota makes their certified pre-owns all through themselves. So we do the full 160-point inspection on the vehicle of outside, inside, frame, engine, brakes, all that good stuff, and then we submit it to Toyota.
Okay.
Toyota has to approve it to become a certified pre-owned.
Okay.
And with that being said, Toyota actually has been the #1 certified pre-owned program for the last 25 years.
All right, and it says gold also, because there's a couple of different levels, right?
Yep.
There's silver and gold.
Yep, there's a silver and a gold level. So with the gold, this is going to give you a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty from the date of purchase, so from today.
Okay.
And you're going to get a 12-month, 12,000-mile comprehensive warranty, which is your pretty much bumper to bumper.
Okay.
And then also with that, something cool that Toyota does for the certified pre-owns is it gives you a 7-year, 100,000-mile roadside assistance with it as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And I love the color. I mean, but I am worried about that hitch rust. You know, that's a little bit worrisome, but I want to drive it first. Can I drive it?
Yeah, let's take it for a test drive.
Okay.
I don't want to rain on your parade, Andre, but
Yeah.
this thing smells like perfume and Armor All. I mean, they Armor All.
Perfume? Yeah.
They Armor All this thing within an inch of its life. I never like seeing that because you wonder what it's covering up, and I don't like seeing perfume because underneath. Maybe it's fine.
It's not a strong perfume, I would say. It has cruise control, Roman, and
good.
it has a brake controller.
Okay.
So, and tow haul mode.
Okay.
And this, because it's a big engine, right? It's supposed to have a big tank. We have all the reports, Carfax. Wow, unopened manuals.
That's nice. All right, let's see if the air conditioner works, huh? How entertaining, the old Toyota infotainment.
System.
Yeah, it actually,
Oldie but goodie.
yeah, I'm gonna go there. The air conditioner seems to be working.
Nice.
That's nice.
30,084 miles.
This brings back
It's cold.
this brings back memories, Andre.
It brings back eye gauntlet memories, Roman.
It brings back when I went on the launch of this refresh version of this truck with Nathan in.
That was 2014. That was 10 years ago, my
I know
friend.
that was in Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
I didn't get to go on that trip, but you and Nathan were there.
Yeah, I remember.
It was
It's got a good ride.
quite interesting. It sounds healthy.
Yeah, it's got a very good ride.
It's got a TRD off-road package, which means it's got, specially tuned shocks. It doesn't have any lift, right? It's not a TRD Pro. It's a TRD off-road. I looked at the original sticker. I gave you all the paperwork.
Yeah, put it in here.
Original price was just over $52,000 in 2021.
Holy
it was
cow.
purchased in Michigan. Can you imagine just under $52,000 for a V8 brand new truck like this?
Yeah, I know. It just brings into perspective how much prices have gone up since then. And this was kind of a top of the line truck back in the day.
Well, it's not like a 1794 luxury model, but it's still near the top of it.
Was there a TRD Pro back then? There was.
Yeah,
right?
there was. Yeah,
There was a TRD Pro. Yeah, so it's not quite that, but yeah.
I mean, this is 2021, so we're not talking about 2014 anymore. We're talking about 2021. So
So how does it drive?
it drives great.
Drives great. You like it, huh?
There's no vibration. There's no. So, on their website, this truck is listed at about 46,500.
Holy cow! That's 6,000 under the original sticker.
5,000 under the original sticker.
How many years later?
3.5 years, almost 4 years later.
It seems expensive, Andre.
It seems expensive because it does have low miles, right? I give it that. But it seems a bit expensive considering how the hitch looks.
Well, so I grew up in the Midwest, right? Where I grew up in Chicago, where we had salt like that. And what happens, especially when you get snow, is they pour salt on the road. Then, of course, it melts the snow. Then you drive over it, and the car becomes this giant white snowball of salt and sludge, right?
Yes.
And to keep it from rusting, what I would do is I would always then go into a car wash once it dried off and immediately hose off both the paint and the underside. My guess is that whoever had this just let it stay on there, and then that will quickly corrode.
Yeah, because the salt is remaining, right?
Right,
It sticks around. I am thinking right now, if I can get them to throw some money off, you know what I'm saying? Make it more attractive price-wise, I might think about it.
Okay. No,
But at 46.5 with my trade, I think it's too high.
the other thing I would ask them is, do they have any other certified Tundras that we could look at to compare?
They do.
Andre, I am a sucker for voodoo blue, so take everything I say with a grain of salt.
Well, I surprised Hunter and I said, you have another truck and it's not washed because I surprised them.
Right.
But still, this color, Roman, is something else.
So let me look at the hitch.
Okay.
Let's look at that.
Did you see that snorkel?
I saw the snorkel. I'm ignoring the snorkel.
Okay.
Because it's very prominent. I think that's what a hitch should look like, dude.
And do you see it's the same design?
Yeah.
So it's a factory hitch.
It's a fact. Oh, this has dual exhaust.
Yeah,
TRD.
Of course.
TRD dual exhaust.
And we could rev it up. It's got TRD wheels, so this is proper. It looks like TRD tires.
Tires are kind of shot, but we can fix that.
But it's also certified, Roman.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I would put bigger.
But Roman, what is this?
It's pretty obnoxious. That's what that is.
And it's got factory height, it looks like, factory suspension. But you know what this looks like, Roman?
What?
It looks like, that guy at the gym?
Yeah.
Who's got big shoulders
Yeah.
and small calves.
I thought you were going to say small something else.
No, small calves.
Okay.
Small legs. That's kind of what
Andrew, what they say, the bigger the snorkel, the smaller the calves. Look,
do you think I can delete that?
no, I think there's a
hole.
No, you can't.
No, but can I buy a new fender for it?
Or you could get a smaller snorkel. Right, this
This is a giant snorkel.
You could get something that's less obnoxious. You could also, I like the fact that they're TRD BBS forged. That's cool. And I think those look like 29s or 30s. What size are those?
Fox shocks. I think these are 31s maybe.
So maybe
275, 65 R18.
I bet you can go at least an inch bigger. If not two.
I could go a little bit bigger.
It looks under tired to me.
Should we start it up? Do you want to put your microphone back there?
Yeah, I'll go put it. Start it up. Yeah. That is the sound of a Toyota V8. That sounds really good. I always love these big knobs. I hope that was always great.
The screen is about the same.
Same. Got a brake controller.
Brake controller.
How many miles on this guy?
78,800 miles.
Sunroof.
So more, and this is a 2019.
So it's older.
So it's a little bit older, a lot more miles, but about 42, 43 asking price. Let's go drive it.
So it's
$3,000 cheaper.
Yeah.
More miles and older.
So I'm not too concerned about the miles because, like I said, these
engines are known to be great.
Yeah, and I also think, Andre,
What?
Because it's Voodoo Blue and it's a off-road,
Yes.
it probably has better resale in Colorado than the Army Green.
I would agree.
Because everybody here loves off-road trucks. And I think you're you're smart in getting the old V8 because I think this is.
Well, here's the thing, Roman. I drive every truck.
Yeah.
You drive every new
Yeah,
truck too. And you know what? V8s are kind of going away soon.
That's why I think it's smart.
I've never had a V8. I mean, a gasoline V8 before.
Yeah,
so it's pulling at my strings.
Yeah, it's smart to get one because obviously the new Tundra is a 6.
And the new Ram is a 6.
Yeah.
And the new Ford is a 6. You know all that.
Look at that sound. That is glorious, Andre.
Yes.
So I haven't looked underneath it.
Yes. But the hitch looks amazing.
The hitch looks amazing. I would say that this has. We should look at the Carfax, though. That this has 70. How many thousand miles?
78.
78,000 gentle miles versus 30,000 very hard.
Very
miles.
salty miles.
Hard. I mean, it's not just the salty. I mean, that truck looks like whoever owned it. I was looking at did you look at the bed? The bed was used, and it was used a lot.
The seats had some visible
Goop on them. There's that part where, they backed into something. Also on the tailgate, there are some scratches that go into the clear coat and into the paint.
Yeah.
Which is also not good. I just feel like whoever owned that truck just didn't give a hoot.
Wasn't a very good owner. Yeah.
No, they just kind of used it and abused it, never washed it, and then traded it on the new Tundra or whatever they chose. I personally like this better, but it's really your choice. It's your money. And
Roman, I have one more truck for you to look at.
There's one more?
Yes.
That's a lot of trucks we're looking at.
Did you have something else to do today? I mean, I borrowed you from the office.
Well, bills to pay, videos.
Company to run.
Company videos to.
Well, this is a video.
To check. I know, but to check and to edit.
Hunter, thanks a lot, dude.
Of course.
What year is this? This
2020.
is 2020.
Yep.
So we had 21, 20, and 19.
Yep.
Wow, we're covering every year.
Every year, the last 3 years. This one also has the wireless phone charger on it, and this was the year that they added Apple CarPlay as well.
Apple CarPlay, nice.
How much is this guy? Do you remember?
44,498.
Okay.
All right.
This one's also
This is in the middle.
certified, gold certified.
Is that one gold certified? No.
The blue one, no.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the snorkel, that just qualifies it from being certified.
Okay.
Sweet, thank you.
So it's not a certified at all.
The blue one, no.
Okay. That's just
This
used.
one is, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's look at this guy. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. And I gave you the keys. Perfect.
Thanks, dude.
Yep.
Roman, punt. You love.
OCD about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Once
hitch looks nice.
The hitch looks nice. Let's look at the bed. See if
It's got a hard tonneau still. It's got floor mats.
Oh, look at that.
The
Yeah.
bed looks nice, actually.
So here you also get the TRD exhaust, or is that just a regular exhaust? I think it's just a.
No, well, it may have a dual. Let me see. No, it's regular.
All right. Oh, this interior is sweet. That is sweet. Oh, I love this.
Oh my
interior.
gosh, Roman.
This is the nicest fake wood I've ever seen, Andre. Once again, a little too much armor all,
Oh, but the Apple CarPlay, Roman. He said this is the first year of Apple CarPlay.
I'm going to tell dealers to stop it with the armor all. It does not engender quality. It just engenders, spit and shine. That's what that says to me.
Roman, I like this.
Doesn't stink either.
Doesn't stink.
Yeah.
But doesn't this say a little bit old man? Does this look old man to you? Ooh, wireless charger.
Does it look old man?
Big belt buckle, belly.
No, I mean, if you want the youthful one, you gotta get the giant snorkel.
That's the youthful.
The more luxurious, Andre, the more old man it's gonna get. But you do have a sunroof. How many miles on this guy?
66,000.
So
less.
also in the middle.
Also in the middle on miles, middle on price.
Yeah.
It's about 44,000.
Also has a complete owner's manual, which is always nice.
Okay, you can go. Somebody test driving a new Land Cruiser.
Yeah, we almost bought that. Probably a good thing we didn't.
It's got a brake controller. It's got the tow haul mode. I haven't looked at everything on this Roman yet, but it is gold certified. I like that gold sticker. That's something comfy.
Look, I think if you were to go for the blue one, they'd have to lower the price because it's not certified. Right, let's say I think on average, if I recall, a certified vehicle is about $2,000 to $2,500 more expensive. So, you know.
It's a peace of mind you're kind of buying.
You're buying a peace of mind.
At that moment.
Look, if it were me, okay?
Yeah.
How's it drive? Is it good?
Feels strong.
I feel like I have cooled seats, Andre. I feel something blowing up my, hole. I have cooled seats. I have chilled seats.
It's got the adaptive cruise. It's got it all, my friend.
This has it all, and Apple CarPlay, which is also a pretty big deal.
Yeah, actually for me, because I am always on my phone, talking with the team or, doing something.
So if it were my truck, I would choose between the TRD Pro or the 1794 edition. And then I would probably look at the Carfaxes just to make sure, where this came out of.
Yeah.
Look at both of them. But I would take the green one, the Army Green, off the list, unfortunately.
Yeah, that rust is scaring me.
Yeah, I know that's what you had your heart set on, but there are other Army Green ones that didn't live in Michigan. I promise you, Andre.
Yes.
How's it drive?
It's great.
Good,
I mean, we're not doing extensive drives here, but the fact that the powertrain, is warranted and, the truck is warranted, I'm kind of trusting that, I'm not going highway speeds.
Well, I guess the other question I would ask you is, do you plan on going off-road with this thing? Because this is definitely the most streetable and the least off-roadable.
You know me, I want to do everything with my truck. I want to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I want to tow my boat. I want to go on a trail with my son or my daughter.
I mean, you could throw some ATs on it and it would probably be just as good, but you're not going to have the Fox shocks. I would say the TRD Pro had a better ride, too.
Well, yeah, because the Fox shocks are a little bit more compliant.
But in life you always have to make
compromise.
Compromise is exactly right. CarPlay is worth a lot to me.
Yes,
I use it all the time. So that's very valuable. Luxury as I get older is also worth more to me.
I'm not the spring chicken anymore, Roman. I'm afraid to say.
I'm more like I'm going to say early fall chicken. And you don't have that slick seat, but you do have, like I said, this very nice fake wood.
Fake wood? Veneer?
But I do like the baseball interior.
The baseball, dude. I have a weakness for that.
It's sweet, yeah.
Wow.
You've got a choice to make.
All right, well, let me go in and let me put on my negotiator hat.
Here's what I'm going to say. To be continued.
Yes.
So yesterday, Andre and I went to look for trucks, and the good news is Andre called me and he said he bought one. Now the question I don't know is which one. As you remember, he was looking at an Army Green one, which was a little rusty, the 1794 Luxury Edition, or the one that I was rooting for, the Voodoo Blue TRD Pro. Now Andre said he's about to come around the corner, so I'm rooting for the TRD Pro, but I guess he's gotten the silver 1794. We'll see. Okay, look at that. It's a Voodoo Blue TRD Pro. I am so happy. Andre.
Hey!
I am so happy. I was guessing you would have gotten the 1794, but you did right. You got the off-roady one. Good job. Are you happy?
It's a Pro! But by the way, I have a boat.
I noticed you have a boat. How's it tow?
It tows great. It's a V8. So here's the whole story.
Yeah,
right?
tell me, because when I left you, you were about to go in and negotiate. So what happened?
I know, and we tested 3 trucks, right? So I go in and I talk to Hunter. We pull this truck up on their system at the dealership.
Yep.
He's like, Andre, this also has the gold Toyota-backed warranty.
Oh, so it's also warranted.
It's also warranted.
Sweet.
And I'm like, okay, it's getting better. It's
Yeah.
getting better. Then I looked underneath.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Yeah, show us.
I looked underneath, and they changed the oil, so there's a little bit of residue, but there is no scratches under this truck, Roman.
So
not at all.
Nobody off-roaded it, is what
So
you're
I
saying.
don't think anybody has off-roaded this.
Yeah.
And then I looked up the Carfax.
Yeah.
And guess where this truck spent all of its life?
Hawaii.
No.
Okay.
Near Plano, Texas,
Perfect.
which is headquarters of Toyota.
Yeah.
It was leased.
Yep.
So I started to deduce. I thought, well, maybe an employee had it, right? Because look, the paint is really nice. So I think somebody really took care of this truck.
Yeah, or Toyota took care of it.
Or Toyota took care of it,
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm so happy that you got this one, Andre. I love the color. It is, the holy grail of Tundras, because they only made Voodoo Blue, for a very short amount of time.
Yeah, well, I think this was like the beginning of Voodoo Blue, and I think it was maybe another year.
Yeah.
So it was really kind of a unique color.
Yeah. So it tows well. How does it drive? You
So
happy?
it tows about 9,600 pounds.
Perfect.
It does have, 79,000 miles, like
Yeah.
I said. And then I was trying to negotiate with Hunter, right, and the dealership.
So you brought your Colorado in.
Yes.
So how much did they give you for it?
So initially it was about 33,000. But I was
Hello.
like, guys, please help me out. So we started talking a little bit. So we moved it up, and out the door with this truck, selling my Colorado to them and getting this truck, I paid about 11 grand.
So
So
one
I'm
way,
pretty happy.
you paid 11 grand to upgrade to a used Tundra.
yes,
But you also paid 11 grand to upgrade to a very much off-roady V8,
big cabin.
big cabin.
Yes.
With an engine that'll probably go a million miles.
Yes.
In what I think is one of the best colors that Toyota has ever done.
Let me turn this off.
So
And-
you were worried when we were looking at this that this was a little slippery.
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
It's okay.
It's okay?
The only other thing,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, my wife and my kids got into this
Yeah.
and they liked it.
Good. That's a win-win.
They liked the space of it. They liked, let me move the key, sorry. They liked the space of it. They liked how it felt. I don't have floor mats, so I need to do that. I also don't have heated seats, Roman, I realized. But it's a Texas truck. So maybe it wasn't ordered with heated seats initially. So
Actually, my man, you're always missing something. First it was cruise control.
it has cruise control.
So now half the year you're kind of like not grand, but the other half you're fine.
No, it's okay. Look, I can move my headlamps.
I love that. Yeah,
I can manually adjust the height of my headlamp. The brake controller works. The lights work. Everything works.
So what is your plan with this? I mean, I always thought these were a little under-tired. In other words,
Yeah.
you need to go up a size, right? These
This
are what,
is a-
33s?
This is 32.
32s, yeah.
And actually, they're a little bit worn.
Yeah.
And that was my negotiating power.
Yeah.
With the dealership.
Yeah, they
See
are
how worn they are.
Yeah.
So I think I want to go to like a 33, because this is a 32. 33 and a half. So I think I am gonna, because I want to get this truck a little bit higher. 'Cause
Yeah, for sure.
Plus, it's squatting right now with the trailer.
Now, you saw something interesting at the dealership, right? Which I thought was fascinating. You actually saw that this truck was a little bit more expensive than the new truck used. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
People want the V8.
Yeah. So they had the 2022 Tundra SR5
Yeah.
4x4 and also an SR5 old V8 4x4, and the V8 truck was about $4,000 more. So people value these trucks right now.
Yeah, I mean, we had one for our cheap truck series, and it had over 200, I want to say 30,000 miles on it. And we took
We
it
had it was a 2009,
Yeah.
I think, Tundra.
Yeah. It had a boat ton of miles on it, and we took it
was
to
still
Toby,
good.
and it was still like he thought out of all the things we bought, that was by far the best. So, congratulations, my man! I'm so happy for you.
And it's got that V8 noise.
Yeah, and you got dual exhaust. Come
Yes.
on, how cool is that? Yeah, that rocks.
All right, so more to come, right?
Yeah, we got to off-road it, right?
Yeah. Compared to some other trucks, probably.
Yeah.
By the way, I have my boat here not because I wanted to show off, but because the winter is coming tomorrow.
Yeah, you're gonna take it
And,
to storage.
Yeah, no, it needs to be winterized.
Oh,
I'm taking it. I need to drain the water out of it and change the oil. So I'm servicing.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yeah. Well.
But that's what the trucks are about, right?
Yeah. How much does this weigh?
6,000.
So you're fine.
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Okay.
Andre,
I love the color.
congratulations, my man. You did well. Let us know in the comments what you think. Are you surprised that the managing editor of TFL Truck bought a used V8
Yeah.
instead of a new
Twin turbo.
six-cylinder
Yeah.
twin turbo? Love to hear your opinion. We'll see you next time. Ciao.
Thanks.